I'm now going to pass over to these two lovely ladies, because the content they've provided for you, not just on their Bestie page, but in the back office, is phenomenal. And one of the things I forgot to mention, they have been working very, very closely with Natalie, because within our company we want to have 3 sets of training. We've got Maury's phenomenal social selling training. We've got product training, which obviously Natalie is very key on that part. And then you've got mentor training. And you know, these guys have got so much information they want to share with you. We're having to sort of rein them in, because otherwise it's just going to be way too much content. But they are going to give you some great top tips to take from today and through to the next 3 or 4 months. So, over to you, lovely ladies.
Yeah. How exciting was that? Okay, we've heard a lot about us today, but I want to just give you a quick introduction to ourselves. Some of you know us, some of you don't. My name's Jeanette. I'm heading up quite a business besties with Hilary, who was in a previous company, and we aligned ourselves because together we're more powerful. We are very much aligned on core values, beliefs, vision of what we want to achieve with our organisation, with Maelle and the corporate team, really. And we're here really to upskill everybody who comes in our path. That's what we really want to do. We know you can only go as far as you're going to grow. So we're actually, like Ross says, working with them, giving them great content so we can actually give you and equip you the best skills for success, because that's all we want. We all want to be on that beach drinking cocktails. So if we can actually help and assist you in your growth, so we don't actually, you don't have to make the mistakes we made, because we've got many years of experience in the field, and I failed forward miserably. And I won't want to do that again, and I don't want you guys to do it again. So we really just want to escalate your success.
Yeah, you know, just to sort of concur with what Jeanette's saying, I mean, what was so amazing about, you know, us coming together, as Jeanette said, is we have this real vision about, you know, building a solid foundation with a company, and that solid foundation is really built around our customer base and people using our products. I think one of it, you know, our biggest dream. I need to chat. Do I need to speak louder? Oh no! Right. Get me a chair. I'm going to stand on it. So yeah. So our vision is to become a household brand. You know, we want in every household we want MAELLE products, and so you know, this whole idea of us coming together and upskilling ourselves and upskilling you guys to go out and share that message through social selling. But before I carry on, there is one person I'd also like to introduce you all to, because I haven't done that yet, and that is Pete, my husband, as well, because although he doesn't wear makeup outside of the house,
just on a Friday night.
We don't talk about that today. He has always been my business partner. You know, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this industry. I'd still be selling ladies' underwear on the Marks and Spencer's sales floor. So he's, you know, the one that's really sort of driven us into this industry. And along with Jeanette, he's come together with us. And hopefully we are going to support and deliver to you guys. I say hopefully, no, we are going to support and deliver to you guys the best opportunity, the best culture, the best company, and along, of course, with the corporate team, the best products and the best training from Mari. So we're excited about that, really excited about it.
So just like the bottom slogan says, we wasn't built to change looks, we're here to change lives, and that's what we are. So you've heard a lot of what makes us different. I mean, I don't really need to go through, really, because you've seen the excitement and why we're different, and I hope you feel why we're different, because when I looked at this company, it was definitely the feeling of the vision of where this company and how different we're going to be, and actually set ourselves above par of everybody else.
So again, you know, this is probably teaching a few of you to sort of suck eggs, but you know, what you really want to sort of start thinking about direct sales and what is, the benefits of direct sales and social marketing. I think to begin with, we almost have to understand what we've got, the opportunity that we've got in our hands, and what direct sales, social selling, lifestyle marketing, as this company is, the benefits of that gives you. The fact that we can run our own businesses in and around our families, the fact that we get to go on great holidays together and have fun. We have amazing products to share with people. We can create our own lifestyle. We take control of our lifestyle. And in light of the recent activities in the UK, I for one want to make sure that I take control of my lifestyle, our kids, and I don't want to live a life of mediocrity. And therefore, I want an opportunity that allows me to share great products, as the direct sales industry does, but in particular Maelle, and earn an income that is going to grow and be stable for years and years to come. And the direct sales industry allows us to do that. There is not many other industries where we can do that for that initial minuscule, tiny startup fee that we have when we join this particular company and the direct sales industry. So with that in mind, it is, I feel, it's my duty to go out and share this opportunity with as many people as I possibly can, because there are so many people out there that need an opportunity like this.
And the fact that you sat in the Shard on a Monday on your own terms really does say a lot for this industry, doesn't it? So you can actually, and like Mary said earlier, time freedom, time to choose and live life how you want to live it by running this vehicle of direct sales and Maelle. And like that, it all starts with us. We are the drivers of our destiny. It all does start, and it's really exciting to see you guys in this room today, because you are the starting pivotal point of this opportunity.
So again, it starts with you, and it starts with your why. Why are you doing this? And please, we talk in the direct sales industry, and Pete and I have been in it for 10 years, 20 years combined, and we talk a lot about this, your reason why. And I don't want it to sound a bit of a cliche, but it's really important that you understand what your reason why is. That saying about if your reason why doesn't make you cry, it's not big enough. It's really true. You've really got to dig deep. You've really got to make sure you are absolutely clear about why you're doing this and what your goal is, because it's that that's going to drive you.
What's going to drive you? Obviously, you're going to identify your why, the reason why you're going to build your business and sacrifice your time for your reason why. But for me, it is actually getting your story down, getting your message right. So like I've just spoken to you, when I looked at the opportunity, I'm going to be really honest. I love skincare and I love makeup. However, it's not my passion. My passion is business. My passion is success. My passion is profit. My passion is to actually live a life on my terms, to provide a legacy income for my family, for my children. And I know the passion of this company, listening especially to the investors earlier. I mean, how powerful was that to actually hear their vision and alignment with us? For me, it's really, what is your story? What is your message to others? How are we different? What can you offer above everybody else? Because I actually know, when I look at this opportunity, how I can be different from the masses out there. What I can do to help people, the culture, the vision, the social media, staying and adapting to today's climate. But I have a big, big vision. I have a legacy style income that I'm working towards. Other people come in for very different reasons. Some people come in for a couple of £100 a month initially, a practical goal. So that might be your message. How can you help somebody earn an extra £300 a month by promoting our products? Because never underestimate the power of £300 to a family today. They say the average income in the UK is £400 disposable after everything's paid. If your washing machine breaks down or the MOT goes, you've got no money. And that's the masses out there. So you have got a really powerful message to go and share with people. And it's a gift. It truly is a gift. because you're giving them an opportunity at a very low risk to go out there and build something, to leverage their time, their skill set, their recognition, to help their finances and their family achieve what they want to achieve. So know your story, know why you're here, get that message on point and go and share it with the world.
So I really love this fact. People like to do business with people they know, people they like and trust, and people they can relate to. And that really boils down to and goes back to, you know, this whole social selling, social media, branding yourself, aligning people with you and who you are. Because this is a relationship business. This is about building relationships with people both online and, of course, offline. So this whole thing about facts tell and stories sell is so true. You know, how many of us can remember facts? But you can be damn sure that we remember a story, somebody's powerful story. You know, I've heard since we've been doing MAELLE, and also, you know, prior to that, heard various really compelling stories about people's whys, why they do this. And it really resonates in our mind. And I find myself attracted to people like that, people who are driven through, you know, perhaps adversity or something that's happened in their life. So your whole story, as Jeanette said, that's all part of your branding and who you are and who you're going to attract to you. You know, I like the idea that Mari talks about, in the fact that, you know, when you've got your passion page, perhaps, I mean, I know some of us have used MAELLE in it, but if you don't use MAELLE, it's all about branding you and who you are. Because I will, with my story and what I'm passionate about, I'm going to attract different people to Jeanette or Katie or any of you guys in this room. So it's all about your story, it's all about attracting people to who you are. So although that's quite a difficult thing to do, to learn about who you are and what is your particular gift, what are you passionate about, and I love the fact that Mari sort of said earlier, ask your friends what they think of you and what they think your strengths are, and use that as your branding on your, you know, both on your social media and offline as well.
Yeah, I mean, your story will empower people. They need to be related to you. They want to know what's in it for them. How can you help them? So your story should be, who can I help with my story? Because the world's waiting for you. We just talked about this. It's for me, I do believe it's a gift. There's not a better time today than entrepreneurship. We're at a tipping point where more and more people are looking at different ways of earning an income. Look at Uber. I mean, it's just amazing, really, the opportunities that are out there. And for me, it's believe what you've got. It is a gift. I say we've got the golden goose. Just give it away. Don't be MI5. Don't hold on to it. So many people are going to bed every single night in quiet desperation, worrying about where the next finances are coming from, how they're going to put the children through university, how they're going to pay for a holiday. Many families don't even have holidays today. But most of them don't know a different way, and we have got a very different way. That's what I love about this opportunity. And own it. I always say to my guys, have power, have posture. Have confidence in what you've got, because people are attracted to confident leaders. If you go and go, oh, you know what, I've got this thing, do you want to come round for coffee next week and I'll show you this thing? They don't follow people who don't know where they're going, so know where you're going. Be loud and proud, that's what I say.
So really understand what you do. And as Jeanette just said, be loud and proud about it. You know, and here are some really great examples. So if somebody asked you what you did for a living, what would you say? So would you say, I'm a beauty entrepreneur? Or perhaps a business mentor that puts people back in control, which is a great one. I help women look and feel better. That's obviously Pete's strapline. He teaches people to be powerful in business, a male mentor on a mission to uplift others through entrepreneurship. Think of something that you know that you're loud and proud about. So when somebody says to you, "What do you do?" I do this. so that people can see how confident you are. And also believe that you, the work that you're doing is going to change somebody's life. Because if you believe that and you fall in love with that process, you are going to go out and talk to as many people as you possibly can. So ask yourself this question, are you on a MAELLE mission to share that with as many people as possible?
I love to term it dealers in hope. We're actually offering hope to people. And how we do that, for me, it is a relationship marketing business. We make friends. I make friends every single day. I go and find out about them. I get curious about them. I want to know where they are in life and see if there's a mutual match. And if there's a mutual match and I can help them, I definitely will share with them the opportunity. So there it says it's less about you, more about them. Again, I try not even speak to them about the opportunity. I do everything to avoid the opportunity. I just conversate with them every single time, get curious, find more about them. And we as human beings, we're quite polite. So if I ask them what they do for a living, they ask me what I do for a living. And as Hilary's just said, you know what you do for a living, and you need to deliver it like a 5-year-old. If they can't understand what you do for a living, you've just got too many words in it. We've got to keep it really simple, again, like Mary says earlier on. And for me, the biggest fact is, I'm a Tony Robbins fan, and it is all about people want to be loved. They want to know that you care. It's not what you tell them, it's how you make them feel. And nobody wants a business thrown down their throats. They want to know if you can actually help them provide a possible solution so they can make an informed decision whether it's right for them. Because we all can put people into the organisation. That's the easy bit. It's £59, it's a no-brainer. 5 full products and Mary Smith training. It's the work afterwards. You don't want to be dragging anybody across the finishing line. You want to guide them to their success, whatever success to them looks like.
So we talked a little bit about the company, a little about the opportunity, what we've got in our hands, understanding the gift that we have. We've talked about posture, we've talked about your why and your story and how you're going to brand yourself. So now what we want to really sort of go through is start talking about some goals, individual goals, and get you thinking about that. And then talk about a plan and some action, because goals plus a plan plus action definitely equals success. So what are your goals? You know, this whole sort of unsuccessful people have wishes and hopes. Successful people have goals and plans. Be very clear about what your goal is and get very specific about it as well. And your goal is very personal to you. None of us have exactly the same goals. None of us have the same time frame that we want to hit that goal. And the other really important thing is, because your goal is specific to you, do not compare your goal and your growth to anybody else that's in the business, because it's your story. It's your story that you're building for you and your family. And people's timescales differ greatly. Some people have got tiny children that they cannot devote loads and loads of time to it, and that's okay, because you're writing your story. But be very clear about your goal. Know exactly where you're going. Get specific about how you want to get out, by what time you want to get there, and then start working backwards so that you can create a plan.
And the incentive trip was amazing for that, because now we've got to January the 6th. So that's your goal. If you want to be sunning it next March, April, that is a goal.
So success comes to those who are consistent with their actions. So, like we said, make a plan. You know your goal, set your goal, make a plan, make it a realistic plan, stick to it, and you're going to meet that goal.
So for me, it's all about consistency. It's about treating this like a business, because it is a business. It's not, I always say, if you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. And if that's what you want, that's perfectly fine, like Hilary's just said. Everyone wants different things, everyone's got different goals. But if you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business. And for me, wanting a legacy style income, I show up to my business every day. I ring my cash till every day. I don't go to bed before I ring my cash till every single day, because I build the muscle of discipline, the compound effect, doing it daily to the compound effect. And that's what this industry is phenomenal for. You listened to the compensation plan earlier when Chris was talking about that 1% at the bottom. That's the biggest part of that compensation plan. That's the compound effect working with you. So really, people will say to me, well, you've been successful before, Jeanette, what do you do? And it does come down to my daily activity. I look at my daily activity and I put my hours that I allocate to my business and say this is what I need to do. And it's income generating activity. But I know, like Hilary's just said, a lot of people come in at different points. So we broke it down of a minimum really, so you can get the success you desire, because we're all busy. Like Mary said earlier, time is that biggest essence. And the day just passes by. Before you know it, we get to 5 o'clock and we think, where has the day gone? And sometimes we're busy in our head, but we've not actually physically done anything to our business. So we've got to put a basic structure in to make sure we know you're on track, because if you're telling us what your goals are, what your vision is, we need to make sure you're underpinning it with activity, because activity is only the thing that's going to give you results. So we will get these out to you, but what we've defined it as your working week. So if you're in this business spare time, which is around a full-time job, I presume, 25 text messages, Facebook messages, face-to-face coffee conversations a month. I actually work a lot on Facebook via PM, so I can actually have conversations with people all day long. So 25 for a month is spare time. But what we've identified, if you did 25 messages, you'd have 10 business exposures. So 10 people out of 25 would say, let me have a look what you're doing. And out of those 10, with some skills that we'll give you along the way, in conversation, in posture, and what we just talked about, you'll get one mentor who would actually like you to help, for you to help them. And you'll have 3 new customers. So who would like 1 new mentor a month and 3 new customers? It's consistency. And that's 25 a month. But if you want to go part-time, it'd be 75 text messages, Facebook messages. Some will lead to coffee, some will, depends how your relationships are with these people, and depends if they're local or national. But it will include, if you do 75, it'll be 30 business exposures. Out of those 30, you'll have 3 mentors to help with their financial situation, and 9 customers a month. Full-time casual is 150 text messages, Facebook messages, 60 business exposures a month. And we all put some great tools in the business besties. We sat there, well, yesterday me, Pete and Hilary was doing a video, so you've got an opportunity video, because we really know we need to take the fear out of this for you guys. We need to help you talk to your people and actually make it duplicatable, because this business is all about duplication. So we were actually working our little socks off to actually get all this right for you. So with 60 business exposures, that will equate to 6 new mentors a month. I know I'd like 6 new mentors every month, all year long, which will bring 18 new customers. But if you're full-time serious, and when I say this is a legacy style income, and my business runs my life at the beginning, and that's not a negative thing, that's just my big goals at the moment. I know I need to push momentum up, it's like a plane. I need to pull the throttle right back till I take off, and once I've actually taken off, I can just let the leverage down and just ride it and coast through. And that is 300 text messages, which sounds a lot, but it's 10 a day. I can have 10 conversations a day if I'm full-time. If I'm working minimum 8 hours a day, I can have 10 conversations, because that would be my priority. Not Facebook newsfeed, not chit-chat wherever. I'm focused that I've got to do 10 conversations a day. And some of those conversations can be really quick, some can be really deep. It's really dependent on where your relationships are with your people. But that would bring in 12 mentors a month, once you get good at conversation. And 36 new customers. You do that for 2 years, you're financially free. But what I always say this business is easy to do and it's easy not to do. And it comes down to your self-motivation, your goals, your why, how driven you are to set yourself free and your family free for whatever you want. And my motto is every single day, well, I do it a bit different because I do 10, and I say 10 a day brings financial freedom my way. That's my motto all day long. I know I do 10, 10, 10, 10. I don't go to bed till I've done 10. Everything else is around that. It's 10 a day for me. It could be 5 or it could be 3, but that's how I make my money.
So let's talk a little bit about some action and opening your life to new opportunities and how you're going to get out there and meet new people and have these conversations on a daily basis. And I want you to think both online, as we've talked about with Mari, so we're not going to go over online too much because Mari's done that, but I also want you to think about offline as well. Building your A to Z list online is something that you need to be doing on a daily basis. And I mean, I am like the least technical person ever. I would rather build a brick wall than sit on a computer. I'm a real doer. I like instant gratification. I'm not particularly patient. But one of the things that I've learned over the last couple of years, because I've also run a retail business, is that the world is changing and we have got to get online. We have got to learn those skills to allow us to grow our business. So, I'm dragging myself, kicking and screaming to learn these online skills. And I know, listening to some comments that people out there are like, oh my God, this is such a new thing to learn. Am I going to be able to learn it? And you've got to do that, learn it in your own time. And again, not compare yourself to anybody else. But please, 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 make sure you start learning these online strategies, because that's something. I look at social media, unless you've got a really big following right now, I look at social media as a medium, long-term strategy. So it's something you've still got to work on a daily basis, every single day, have those disciplines to be building your audience online, attracting people to you, but also start thinking about the strategies that you need to employ on your offline business as well. Can we click on to the next? So, think offline can give you instant results, and there are lots of people here today that are very skilled party planners, been in the industry a long time, really understand how to drive sales from the get-go. And so we want to start thinking about building your offline A to Z as well. And just some ideas that we've sort of put together is, first and foremost, with your MAELLE business, you want to start thinking now. I know we're launching in October, but you want to start thinking now about having your own launch event. Now, some of you that are really skilled might want to do your launch event online, and that's totally fine. But I know that I'm going to do a launch event which will be for me, it will be for my family, and it will be for my friends. And I want them to come to my house, and I want them to come and touch and feel and use the products and have fun. And it doesn't have to be difficult. You can cups of tea and some cakes, or some nice prosecco, which would probably be my choice. And a few sort of nibbles. But you want to invite people. You want to launch your party, because remember, we are starting MAELLE in October. You have got a massive trading period, and a couple of things that should be driving us are, of course, the incentive that we have, which is where you enrol 2 mentors who go out and sell £200 worth of products. You're going to get a monetary bonus of £80. So that should be driving you. And then on top of that, the new incentive that we've launched today, which of course is this luxury trip, that should be driving you as well. So up until this point, we had the founder member, that whole be part of the first 1,000 that drove us to this point. This next stage now is really driving us to launch and getting money in our pockets. So plan the launch of your business. It's something that a restaurant would do. So why on earth would we not do that? Why would we not be loud and proud and get out and share that with our nearest and dearest and get the word out there? Party planners, are probably starting to pre-book their parties now. I know Janice Deacon over there, sorry to drop you in at Janice, but I know you've got a whole host of parties that you've got pre-booked.
Who I've got the opportunity to, who have been stupid enough to say no for now. I've all said, but I do want to see the product, and so are you committed to another party? So yeah.
Brilliant. So these are the sort of strategies that even if you are an online person, then you need to get these into place as well, because my plan is to do a little bit of both. I want to learn the skills online, but I also want to do the offline strategies as well. Also start thinking about events, pamper evenings, Christmas events, because all the time, this is about driving organic traffic as well. Every time I go out and do an event with my other handbag jewellery business that I've run, I always make sure every single customer gave me their contact details. Because you know what? Then what am I going to do? I'm going to do a newsletter. I'm going to use something like MailleTraining to send them out information. I'm going to drive that information to my passion page, and I might have I think, Suzanne, aren't you teaching that everybody has a group that they put their customers in? Because if somebody, like Janice says, is silly enough to say no to being a mentor, they're definitely going to want to be a customer. So this is all about lead generation of future business. Because what you want to be doing is that sort of anticipation marketing of our launch. We want to be sharing little snippets of these products that we're going to be launching, so we're really starting to drive interest, so that when we do launch in October, you hit the ground running. And of course, qualifying for St. Lucia is an absolute doddle if you do that. So Christmas events. Coffee and conversation, I love that. Rock up with some friends at a coffee house with your lovely mail bag. It's easy to show people the products. It's easy to sit down and have a coffee and share the products with them. Building your database all the time. Like we said, people say no to the business, they're definitely going to want to be a customer, so you're going to want to be lead capture all the way, making sure you're driving. You can use that to drive organic traffic as well. And the biggest thing is live life on purpose. You should leave your house every single day with MAELLE written across your forehead, so that every conversation that you're having is somebody that you're building a relationship, which at some point later on you may discuss MAELLE with them. You may show them the products, but there's somebody that should be going down on your A to Z list. And then, as Jeanette mentioned earlier, we want to make it as easy as possible for you to get as many customers and to get as many MAELLE mentors in your business right now. So what we're doing is, as a team, as Jeanette said yesterday with Pete, we spent all day yesterday filming. What we want to provide to you is a bunch of tools that you can use so that you have a proper system in place. One of those tools is going to be what we like to call a sizzle tool. So it's literally going to be maybe 50 seconds, 2 minutes, and it's going to be, if you think about a film, if you want to go and see a film, you perhaps might want to look at the trailer, right? You might look at it and go, I'll go and see the trailer. If I like the look of the film, then I'll go and see the whole thing. So it will be a sizzle video. It doesn't give too much information, but it will spark enough interest for people to want to know more. So it may be that your conversation is with somebody is, listen, Suzanne, I hope you're well. Sorry I haven't spoken to you for a little while. I'm running out the door, but I've got something that you need to take a look at. I'm going to zap you over a link to take a look at a 2-minute video, and then I'm going to give you a call later. It's as easy as that. You can send somebody that video, and you call them later. If they're like, yeah, it looks great, looks really exciting, I love the pictures of the products, but what is it? I'd like to know more. Brilliant. The next tool that we're going to provide for you is a more detailed tool. It's going to tell you a lot more about the company, a lot more about the opportunity and the timing. It's very much based on the timing right now and the opportunity to people. A little bit about the compensation plan and a little bit about the training and the lifestyle marketing company that we're creating. So you're going to have 2 tools that are going to be easy press button tools that you can send out to people. On top of that, we're also putting together every Wednesday night, we're going to be doing a live webinar. It's going to slightly change. I think now we'll probably have the slides that we're going to be using. And that webinar is a live presentation that you can send people to as well. So that's 3 things that you can use. I know in Business Besties, if you go in, there's email templates, there's scripts that you can use to speak to people. But the key thing is duplication. You know, if you can just send a sizzle tool, spark somebody's interest, then send another more detailed tool, and then either get them onto a live webinar, or at that point they might say, you know what, I love this, I'm totally in, can I have your link? Or the other option you may have is that you can use a 3-way call with your upline to answer any questions.
Many have come in here via a 3-way call.
So all of that, as we've talked about, all of that is driven by these 2, or all of that is to help you drive these 2 promos that we have right now. We mentioned it earlier, the pre-launch team bonus. I can't think of a better way to get your Christmas money in your pocket, ready for all that Christmas shopping that you're going to do. You know, for every 2 MAELLE mentors that you personally bring in, that sell £200 worth of products, you will earn yourself an £80 bonus. So, you know, if you want to earn, well, you do the maths. Whatever you want to earn, work it backwards, and that's what you need to do. But the key thing, once you get somebody in, is to help them go out and sell that product, help them get that success. So that's what I love about this promo, because it's not just about recruiting, it's actually about you digging deep and helping them become successful, because they're going to go out and you're going to help them go out and sell £200 worth of product. So it's a great win-win bonus that you've got there.
So, you've got to understand your success is our success, and we're here to help you every step of the way. That's not just for myself, that's from the corp team, that's from everybody involved. And for us, it just comes down to what do you want from this? What activity are you going to apply? Shout as loud as you can, say we need these skills. We, like Hilary says, we've got a wealth of content to give you, to provide in the Business Besties page to help you, give you confidence, what to say to somebody, what objections normally come up, how we handle objections. We feel like we've got everything covered. It just comes down to you guys now going out there, because you're the only people who know who you know. We can help you bridge that conversation to say to them, this is the opportunity, have a look at this tool. It's down to you to actually going down to who do you know, identifying how many conversations you're going to have a day. It works with coffee, it works with cocktails. Don't worry, coffee, cocktails and conversations work too. And just go and do the activity to get you where you need to be. And we're here to support you all the way. So, are we going back over to Roz? Or who's doing the... Who are we handing over to?
Roz?
Roz, are we handing over to yourself for the launch?
No, you can do it.
Oh! Excellent. Okay, so you had a quick glimpse. So you're here today because you weren't to be here today. And obviously we're in pre-launch, and we're going to be in UK pre-launch event, which is going to be October the 16th. So put that in your diaries. And this is for all registered mentors. It's free for the founding first 1,000, so probably everybody's qualified for that. And then there's a small charge of £75 for all of the mentors. We're going to launch the products, we're going to launch the spring, we're going to give everybody the information. We're going to be so advanced on, because we're going through a real fast process at this moment in time. We're going to be, like Mary says earlier, where some people have built pages, other people haven't. We're going to be so advanced on. So I'm really excited for this UK launch. Make sure this is in your diary, and there's going to be lots of recognition. I mean, you can only tell the standard we've set today. I mean, you can see Roz doesn't play small. So it's great to actually invite everybody else to an event so we can actually pre-launch MAELLE in October.